Hi guys and girls, how are you all doing today? Welcome to another, what do I call? Oh, Paul's Halls, yeah. Sorry, I got a lot of projects going on right now, but I just wanted to hop on really quick and show you a few things that I picked up recently. Kino Lorber had a sale, I think actually at the time of this recording, are still having a sale on familyvideo.com. And I shouldn't have clicked on it, but I did, and I just couldn't help myself. I picked up a couple things. So let's take a look at what I got, beginning with Amazon Women on the Moon. This is such a fun movie if you've never seen it or if you've never heard of it. Amazon Women on the Moon is kind of what would you call it? Not quite a parody, but here, let me read part of the back for you. Amazon Women on the Moon is a madcap send-up of late-night TV, low-budget sci-fi films, and canned laughter-filled sitcoms packed with off-the-wall sketches that will have you in stitches. So basically, it's like you are watching late-night TV in the 80s and flipping through the channels. So there's a bunch of different sketches, and it's all kind of centered around a late night presentation of this movie, a movie within the movie called Amazon Women on the Moon. It's a lot of fun. Some of the jokes land, some of them don't. It's very kind of all over the place, but I really like it. And there's a lot of people in it. There's a ton of, people that you would recognize from the 80s in this thing. And it's also directed by some famous people as well. Portia, different people take turns directing it. Joe Dante is in here. John Landis directed a piece. Robert K. Weiss. It's really fun. And like I said, it's 50% off right now on familyvideo.com. Also, there's a lot of special features. Let's go through those really quick. Decent amount of special features. Audio commentary, something called The True Story of Amazon Women on the Moon, featurette with directors John Landis, Joe Dante, co-editor Marshall Harvey, some casting directors, some actresses, newly discovered outtakes and dailies from Joe Dante's personal archive. I watched this last night, by the way, and I watched that, and it's really neat. More outtakes, deleted scenes, and a theatrical trailer. So a lot on here. Really nice release. The print looks great. Highly recommend. If you're into this type of comedy, I think you would really enjoy it. Amazon Women on the Moon. Up next, this one might be perhaps a little bit more controversial, because this is something that I kind of held off on picking up for a while because the filmmaker said don't buy this, but I did, and it's David Lynch's Lost Highway. The reason that he has said don't buy this version of it is because I think maybe at some point there's going to be like a Criterion Collection release or something like that, more of an official David Lynch approved release of Lost Highway. But when? I mean, this thing has been not super easy to find for a long time now, and I love this movie. So it was 50% off, and I just kind of said, you know what, I'm going to pick this up, and then if David Lynch decides to put out an official version of it down the road, then we'll see what happens. But I also watched this last night, and this is the movie that got me into David Lynch's stuff. So it, has a special place for me in my heart, and it still is a wild movie. There are no special features on here. But, and honestly, I don't think I even want to read the description for you. I mean, it's a David Lynch movie, so I think you kind of know what you're getting into if you watch something like this, and just check it out. It's interesting. It's interesting. It came out in 1997, and it has kind of a 1997 vibe to it. A lot of music, like soundtrack, like Trent Reznor and Marilyn Manson and Rammstein and all that, sort of mid-90s, late 90s stuff is in this David Lynch movie. So it makes for an interesting viewing experience. But Bill Pullman is in it. Patricia Arquette is in it. Balthazar Getty on the back there. Gary Busey. Robert Loggia, who is amazing in this movie. This is the only movie that I saw in the movie theater. I was 18 years old. I saw it with Jason Hulse. And I think to this day, this is the only movie where I saw it in the theater and we went back the very next night. We just could not believe, we'd never really seen anything like this before. This was our introduction to David Lynch. So also highly recommend checking this one out. Last, but certainly not least, could not help myself. Oh yeah. What's the famous line in this? Drop the zero and get with the hero, I think. It's Vanilla Ice in Cool as Ice. This movie is bizarre because obviously it's Vanilla Ice, so it has a particular, what year did this come out? 1991. I mean, this is actually maybe the most 1991 movie ever made. It is really silly. It's really, it's not good in a lot of ways. But at the same time, it's amazing. The cinematography is amazing. And it looks like $1 million. I think it was done by Steven Spielberg's cinematographer. So amazing. And there's a couple special features, audio commentary by film historians Alexandra Heller Nicholas and Josh Nelson, and a theatrical trailer. So there you go. Check that one out if you want to as well. 3 pretty damn amazing movies, if I do say so myself, from Kino Lorber. And I think they're all Universal movies, but don't quote me on that. 2 of them are. 3 of them, yeah. It's like a subsidiary or whatever you want to call it of Universal. So maybe this is going to be the thumbnail. I don't know. Should I do that? Yep. Thank you for watching. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you next time.